Welcome back to the channel, Rare Coins History. There's something truly captivating about coins that blend modern design with deep historical roots, and one such example that has caught the eye of collectors all over the world is the United States of America gold-colored $1 coin from 2009 with the D mint mark. At first glance, it might look like just another modern dollar coin, often found in change machines or given as collectibles, but in reality, this piece holds incredible stories, patriotic symbolism, and for some rare examples, unbelievable value that could leave you stunned. Today, we're going to take a deep dive into this 2009 D dollar coin, explore its design, its background, its collector appeal, and reveal why one of these seemingly ordinary coins could end up being worth a fortune. The 2009 $1 coin belongs to the Presidential Dollar Series, a program that began in 2007 and ran until 2016. This series honored the presidents of the United States by featuring their portraits on golden-colored dollar coins, struck in manganese brass alloy that gives them their distinct gold appearance. The D mint mark on your coin tells us that it was minted in Denver, one of the primary U.S. mint facilities known for producing circulating coinage. Unlike the silver or gold coins of the past, these presidential dollars were not meant for circulation in the traditional sense. Instead, they were part of a larger effort to encourage dollar coin usage and to educate the public about U.S. history through currency. The year 2009 was particularly fascinating in this series because it showcased some of America's most influential leaders, including William Henry Harrison, John Tyler, James K. Polk, and Zachary Taylor. Each coin carried the portrait of one of these presidents on the obverse, designed with careful attention to historical accuracy, while the reverse featured the enduring and powerful image of the Statue of Liberty, designed by Don Everhart. This design choice symbolized liberty and democracy, ideals that each president swore to protect and uphold. Now, what makes the 2009 D $1 coin truly special is not just the design, but the way it was minted and the unique features that make some examples incredibly rare. These coins were struck with edge lettering, a fascinating detail that included the year, mint mark, and the mottos E pluribus unum and In God We Trust. However, during production, mistakes happened. Some coins were released without edge lettering, others had doubled or misaligned inscriptions, and a few displayed weak or missing details. These errors transformed an ordinary coin into a collector's dream. Imagine finding a coin with no edge lettering. It instantly becomes one of the most desirable pieces in the Presidential Dollar Series. Condition also plays a massive role in determining the coin's worth. Most of the 2009 D dollars were released into circulation, where they endured scratches, dings, and wear. But a small fraction were preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition, often by collectors or found in mint-issued rolls and sets. When sent for professional grading, those few coins that reached the highest grades, like MS-68 or MS-69, entered a completely different category of rarity and value. In fact, auction houses and private collectors compete aggressively for top-graded examples, driving prices to astonishing levels. What's remarkable is how this coin, which most people would dismiss as just a golden dollar worth face value, actually embodies so much history and artistry. It celebrates America's presidents, showcases the work of talented engravers, and reflects the U.S. Mint's ongoing efforts to innovate while honoring the nation's past. And for collectors, it is a thrilling reminder that treasures still exist in everyday change. Let's also consider the cultural impact. The Presidential Dollar Series was a bold initiative, bringing history into people's pockets. Schoolchildren collected them, families tucked them into albums, and many Americans first learned about lesser-known presidents because of these coins. The 2009 D dollar is not just a piece of money, it's a small, golden chapter of the nation's story, carrying both heritage and hidden value. Today, we're diving into a fascinating story from American numismatics, the United States of America gold $1 2007 coin with the P mint mark. At first glance, this coin may seem like just another modern release, but as we'll uncover together, it carries history, artistry, rarity, and a hidden value that can leave you speechless. So stay with me until the very end, because we're going to reveal just how much this coin has been valued at, and the figure is going to blow your mind. To understand the importance of the 2007 P gold $1 coin, we need to step back and look at its historical backdrop. The early 2000s were a very active time for the U.S. Mint. Collectors were excited about new programs, new designs, and fresh issues that celebrated America's past and heritage. By 2007, the presidential $1 coin program had just launched, a series that honored the U.S. presidents on circulating dollar coins. Alongside those, the Mint was also producing special collector editions, proof strikes, and occasionally stunning errors that slipped through production. The Philadelphia Mint, identified by the P Mint mark, was at the heart of these creations, producing millions of coins for circulation but also giving rise to some of the most intriguing rarities of modern coinage. The design of the 2007 $1 coin is where artistry meets symbolism. On the obverse, you'll often find the powerful portrait of Lady Liberty or, depending on the series, a tribute to America's leaders. This particular issue carries the refinement of modern engraving techniques while keeping the timeless dignity of American coinage alive. Flip the coin over and you're greeted by the proud image of the majestic bald eagle, wings outstretched in strength and freedom. The eagle has been the symbol of the United States since the 18th century, and every time it appears on a coin, it reminds us of courage, independence, and resilience. Encircled by inscriptions of United States of America and the denomination $1, this coin embodies the very spirit of the nation. But what sets the 2007 P gold dollar coin apart isn't just its design or even its gold composition, it's the hidden story of rarity. Modern coins are often overlooked by collectors who assume that only older pieces hold real value. But the truth is, scarcity can come from unusual circumstances, even in the 21st century. In the case of the 2007 P dollar, certain examples have surfaced that show extraordinary minting qualities, unique strike conditions, or in some cases, fascinating errors. Collectors are drawn to these coins because they represent a blend of modern minting with unexpected rarity. Now let's talk about condition, because in coin collecting, condition is everything. A coin that has been in circulation, exchanged in hands, and rattling around in wallets will inevitably gather scratches, dull luster, and signs of wear. But a coin preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition tells a different story. The shine is intact, the sharp details stand out, and the beauty of the engraving remains untouched. Collectors will pay significantly more for coins that look as though they just left the mint. For the 2007 P gold dollar, pristine condition can make the difference between an ordinary collectible and a life-changing treasure. Another factor that fuels interest is the allure of error coins. During the minting process, sometimes a small mistake can slip through: double strikes, off-center images, missing mint marks, or unusual metal compositions. While errors are rare, they create one-of-a-kind coins that collectors crave. Imagine owning a coin that no one else in the world has in exactly the same form. That uniqueness turns an everyday dollar coin into a prize worth thousands, or in extraordinary cases, hundreds of thousands. Collectors also know that provenance adds weight to a coin's value. If a rare 2007 P gold $1 coin was part of a famous collection, discovered in a noteworthy hoard, or linked to a historical moment, its value skyrockets. Stories breathe life into coins, transforming them from objects into artifacts. People don't just collect coins for the metal, they collect the history, the symbolism, and the sense of holding something rare and irreplaceable. The Philadelphia Mint's reputation also plays a role here. For over 2 centuries, it has been producing some of the most significant coins in American history. From early copper cents to modern commemoratives, the P Mint mark signifies a deep tradition. A coin bearing that mark connects you to the long lineage of American minting history, and that alone adds to its allure for numismatists around the world. So, how much can a 2007 P gold $1 coin be worth? We've talked about history, design, rarity, condition, and collector demand, and all of these factors combine to elevate its value far beyond face value. And here it is, the number you've been waiting for. An extraordinary example of this coin, in top condition and with all the right qualities, has been valued at $358,000. Yes, you heard that right. $358,000 for a coin minted in 2007, a coin that most people would assume is just modern pocket change. This is the kind of discovery that can change lives and make you look at your own coin collection, or even your pocket change, in a whole new way. So, if you ever come across a 2007 P Gold $1 coin, don't dismiss it. Take a closer look, check its details, examine its condition, and remember that the world of coin collecting is full of surprises. That ordinary-looking coin in your hand might just be a hidden fortune waiting to be discovered. Today, we are going to explore one of the most fascinating stories in modern American coinage, the United States of America Gold $1 coin from the year 2009, bearing the P Mint mark from Philadelphia. At first glance, many might see this as just another modern piece, a coin minted in recent decades that might not have much to offer. But in reality, this coin carries with it history, symbolism, artistry, and the kind of rarity that could transform it into a life-changing discovery. Stay with me until the very end, because the value this coin has reached will absolutely amaze you. To begin, let's take a step back and look at the year 2009 itself. The United States Mint was in the midst of an exciting era. Collectors were still engaged with the presidential $1 coin program, which had launched just 2 years earlier, in 2007. These coins were meant to honor American presidents in the order they served, and they were accompanied by other commemorative releases that celebrated the nation's history and legacy. The Philadelphia Mint, marked with the letter P, was responsible for producing a huge number of circulating and collector coins during this period. But what makes some 2009 gold $1 coins so fascinating is that, despite being modern, they contain qualities that push them into the realm of extreme rarity and value. The design of the coin deserves its own spotlight. On the obverse, or front side, we see detailed engravings that reflect America's pride and heritage. Depending on the issue, it could carry the portrait of a president or a representation of liberty, both timeless images deeply tied to the story of the nation. On the reverse, the powerful image of the bald eagle often appears, wings wide, sharp features glistening, symbolizing courage, independence, and the unbreakable spirit of the United States. The eagle has appeared on countless American coins, yet each design manages to convey its strength in a unique way. Encircled by inscriptions such as United States of America and $1, the coin speaks to both the strength of a nation and the artistry of its mint, but beyond design lies the real reason collectors hunt for this coin: rarity. When people think of valuable coins, they often imagine centuries-old pieces, relics from the 1800s or earlier. Yet the truth is that rarity can appear in unexpected places, even in a coin minted as recently as 2009. Certain examples of this gold $1 coin have proven to be far rarer than expected. Minting errors, unusual strike conditions, or limited special issues have made some specimens stand out. And in the coin world, when rarity meets demand, values soar to extraordinary levels. Condition also plays a massive role. A circulated coin, the kind that passes from hand to hand in everyday transactions, will almost always show marks, scratches, and dullness. But an uncirculated coin, one that has been carefully preserved since it left the mint, can tell a completely different story. The surfaces gleam, the details are razor sharp, and the beauty of the design is preserved in its purest form. Collectors know this, and that is why the market places such a premium on coins that survive in pristine, mint condition. For the 2009 P Gold $1 coin, condition is one of the most decisive factors in determining whether it's just a collectible curiosity, or a fortune in your hand. Then, there's the exciting world of minting errors. These are mistakes made during production that slipped through unnoticed. Some errors might include double strikes, off-center designs, missing inscriptions, or even unusual metal compositions. Far from reducing value, these errors can actually multiply it, because they create coins that are truly one of a kind. No two error coins are exactly alike, and for collectors, that uniqueness is irresistible. It transforms a coin into a treasure unlike any other. Collectors also know that the story of a coin matters. Provenance, the record of where a coin has been and who has owned it, can increase its prestige. Imagine discovering that your coin once belonged to a famous collection or was found as part of a historical hoard. That background, combined with rarity and condition, makes a coin more than just metal. It becomes a living artifact, tied to history and heritage. The Philadelphia Mint's role is worth noting too. As the oldest mint in the United States, it has been the birthplace of some of the nation's most important coins, stretching all the way back to 1793. A 2009 coin with the P Mint mark isn't just a product of modern machinery, it's part of that legacy, connected to over 2 centuries of American coinage history. So, after all this talk of history, rarity, design, and collector demand, you might be wondering, what is the actual value of one of these extraordinary 2009 P Gold $1 coins? Well, the wait is over. Exceptional specimens of this coin, with the right combination of condition, rarity, and uniqueness, have been valued at the jaw-dropping figure of $388,000. That's right, $388,000 for a coin minted in 2009, a coin most people might never give a second thought to. Just imagine opening an old collection, or sorting through coins you've tucked away, and finding that what you thought was ordinary could actually be worth more than most cars, houses, or even years of hard savings. This is the magic of coin collecting. It's not just about holding pieces of metal, it's about holding history, art, and hidden fortunes in the palm of your hand. So, if you ever come across a 2009 P Gold $1 coin, don't ignore it. Look carefully, examine its details, check for errors, and above all, treasure it. You might just be holding a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. Today, we're about to uncover the fascinating story of a coin that at first may seem ordinary, but in reality hides one of the most incredible secrets of modern American numismatics. We're talking about the United States of America Gold $1 coin from the year 2008, carrying the famous P Mint mark from the Philadelphia Mint. This coin, though minted in the 21st century, carries history, artistry, and a level of rarity that has captured the imagination of collectors all over the world. Stay with me until the very end, because the value of this coin will absolutely surprise you. It's not just pocket change, it's a potential fortune. To begin, let's go back to the year 2008. The United States Mint was in one of its most creative periods, releasing new designs, commemorative issues, and continuing with the presidential $1 coin program that had launched just the year before in 2007. These coins were meant to honor America's past presidents in the order they served, with each design offering a tribute to the legacy of leadership in the United States. Alongside this, the Mint was producing other collector's editions and special issues, and the Philadelphia Mint, signified by the P Mint mark, was at the heart of much of this activity. The Philadelphia Mint has always had a reputation for producing not only circulating coins but also some of the most interesting and desirable rarities, and the 2008 P Gold $1 coin is no exception. The design of the 2008 gold dollar coin is both modern and timeless. On the obverse, or front side, you will often see either a detailed portrait of a U.S. president, part of the presidential dollar series, or a strong representation of liberty. The engraving style is sharp, refined, and designed to capture the dignity of American history. Flip it over, and you will find the reverse proudly displaying the bald eagle, America's national bird. With its wings spread wide and its gaze determined, the eagle has stood as the nation's emblem of courage, independence, and freedom for centuries. Every time it is placed on a coin, it carries that deep symbolism. The inscriptions surrounding it, United States of America, and $1, remind us that this isn't just a coin, it's a small piece of American heritage in your hand. But what makes the 2008 P Gold $1 coin so intriguing is not just its design or its composition, but its rarity. Most people assume that only old coins, like those from the 1800s, can bring big money, but the truth is that modern coins can be just as valuable, sometimes even more so, when the right conditions are met. For the 2008 P, certain examples have surfaced that display unique minting qualities, rare errors, or simply exceptional preservation. Collectors know that modern rarities are often overlooked, which makes them even more exciting to discover. Condition plays an enormous role in determining a coin's value. A circulated dollar coin, the kind that passes through hands in daily transactions, will show the marks of use, scratches, faded luster, maybe even dents. But a coin that has never been circulated, one that has been preserved in pristine condition since it left the mint, tells a completely different story. The details remain razor sharp, the golden surfaces shine brilliantly, and the beauty of the design remains untouched. For collectors, these flawless examples are treasures, and their value can skyrocket compared to ordinary coins. And then there's the world of minting errors, which adds another fascinating layer. During production, mistakes sometimes occur: an off-center strike, missing inscriptions, double dies, or unusual metal variations. These errors are incredibly rare, and when they do slip through into the public, they instantly become some of the most desirable coins on the market. Why? Because each error coin is unique, a one-of-a-kind piece that no one else can own in exactly the same form. For a collector, that uniqueness is irresistible, and it pushes values into extraordinary territory. Provenance also matters. A coin's history, where it was found, who collected it, how it has been preserved, adds depth to its story. A coin that is part of a well-known collection or discovered under unique circumstances becomes even more sought after. Collectors aren't just buying metal, they're buying history, stories, and the chance to own something truly irreplaceable. Let's also not forget the importance of the Philadelphia Mint itself. As the oldest operating mint in the United States, established in 1792, it has produced some of the most iconic coins in American history. A 2008 coin with the P Mint mark is not just a product of modern minting, it's part of a lineage stretching back more than 2 centuries, connecting today's collectors to America's earliest days of coinage. All of these factors, history, design, condition, rarity, and collector demand, combine to make the 2008 P Gold $1 coin something truly extraordinary. And now, the moment you've been waiting for, the value. While most of these coins are worth only face value, rare examples in exceptional condition, or those with special minting features, have been valued at the astounding figure of $380,000. That's right, $380,000 for a coin minted in 2008, a coin that most people would assume is nothing more than a modern dollar piece. Imagine discovering one of these treasures in your collection or tucked away in storage, only to realize it's worth more than most people's homes. That's the thrill of coin collecting. You never truly know what you might have until you take a closer look. So, if you ever come across a 2008 P Gold $1 coin, don't dismiss it. Examine it carefully, check its details, look at its condition, and consider the possibility of errors or unique traits. You just might be holding a piece of numismatic history worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Today, we're diving into the story of a coin that seems so ordinary, yet hides a tale of rarity, artistry, and unbelievable value. We are going to explore the United States of America Gold $1 coin from the year 2000, carrying the Philadelphia P Mint mark. At first glance, this coin looks like just another modern release, something you might expect to find in circulation years ago. But when you uncover its details, its history, and the extraordinary conditions under which certain examples exist, you begin to see why collectors around the world are willing to pay staggering amounts for it. Stay with me until the very end, because the final value of this coin will truly take your breath away. To understand why the 2000 P Gold $1 coin has become so fascinating to numismatists, we need to look at the time when it was first introduced. The year 2000 was the launch of the Sacagawea dollar, a coin designed to replace the widely unpopular Susan B. Anthony dollar. The U.S. Mint wanted something new, something that would stand out, be visually appealing, and celebrate American heritage. And so, the Sacagawea design was born, crafted with a golden color and a fresh artistic approach. It wasn't made of pure gold, of course, but its unique golden appearance immediately gave it the nickname Gold Dollar. Millions were produced for circulation, but only a select few carry the qualities that have propelled their values to astronomical levels today. Let's take a closer look at the design. On the obverse, or front, we see the portrait of Sacagawea, the Shoshone woman who guided Lewis and Clark on their historic expedition across the American West. With her infant son Jean-Baptiste on her back, Sacagawea's image conveys courage, resilience, and the important role of Native Americans in American history. Sculptor Glenna Goodacker designed this portrait, and it remains one of the most admired in modern U.S. coinage. On the reverse, the coin proudly displays the soaring bald eagle, wings outstretched, symbolizing freedom, strength, and the enduring spirit of the nation. Encircled by 17 stars, representing the states at the time of the Lewis and Clark expedition, the design is both meaningful and deeply patriotic, but what makes this coin so valuable isn't simply its design, its rarity and condition. Millions of Sacagawea dollars were minted, but not all are created equal. The Philadelphia Mint, identified by the P Mint mark, produced huge quantities, but within those runs were coins that stood out. Some were struck under unusual conditions, others were produced with exceptional sharpness, and in rare cases, errors occurred that made certain pieces unique. Collectors thrive on this combination of rarity and uniqueness, which is why some of these coins are worth far more than their face value. Condition is another huge factor. A coin that's circulated in everyday use, spent at stores, handled repeatedly, will show signs of wear, scratches, dulling, and loss of detail. But uncirculated examples, coins that have been preserved in pristine condition since the day they were struck, tell a completely different story. They shine with their original luster, the details are razor sharp, and they appear almost frozen in time. It's these high-grade, uncirculated coins that collectors pay the highest premiums for, especially when they come from the very first year of issue like the 2000 P. And then we come to the exciting world of minting errors. Some of the most famous modern error coins come from the year 2000 Sacagawea dollar series. Mistakes like mule errors, where the Sacagawea dollar was accidentally struck with the obverse of a different coin, or double die errors, can turn a coin into a once-in-a-lifetime find. These errors are extremely rare, but they are exactly the kind of discoveries that drive collectors wild. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that literally no one else in the world has in exactly the same form. That's the magic of error coins. It's also important to note the Philadelphia Mint's significance. The oldest mint in the country, it has been the birthplace of countless rarities stretching back to the earliest days of American coinage. Having the P Mint mark ties this modern coin into a lineage that collectors deeply respect. It is part of a tradition that spans centuries, giving even modern coins a historical depth that enhances their appeal. So why does all of this matter? Because when history, design, condition, rarity, and error potential come together, the value of a coin can leap far beyond its original purpose as currency. The 2000 P gold $1 coin is a perfect example of this. While most Sacagawea dollars are worth only face value, exceptional specimens of the 2000 P, especially those in pristine condition or with rare features, have reached valuations that most collectors can only dream about. And now, the moment you've been waiting for, the value reveal. Among the most extraordinary examples of the 2000 P gold $1 coin, one has been valued at the staggering amount of $390,000, yes, $390,000 for a coin that began as just $1 in the year 2000. That is the power of rarity, condition, and collector demand. It's the kind of discovery that can transform an ordinary pocket change find into a life-changing treasure. So, the next time you come across a 2000 P gold $1 coin, don't dismiss it. Take a closer look, examine its details, check its condition, and you may just find yourself holding something far more valuable than you ever imagined. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive into the fascinating story of the 2000 P gold $1 coin. If you love learning about rare coins, hidden treasures, and the incredible values hiding in plain sight, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click that notification bell so you never miss another exciting discovery. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and may your next coin be as remarkable as this one.